Hey guys, and welcome back to the Wholesome Nomad channel. I'm super excited today to bring you my favorite recipe for DIY facial toner. This is a super easy recipe and I love that it only has two basic ingredients that you probably already have laying around your house anyway. One of the main reasons why I love this recipe is because it helps us start realizing where we can shift some of the chemicals and synthetic products that we have in our home and make them for ourselves when they are better for us, all natural, cheaper, and oftentimes more effective than what we are used to buying over the counter. It's pretty interesting. I was doing some research that was talking about beauty regulations in different countries around the world. And in the EU, there's actually over 1,300 different chemicals found in cosmetics that have been banned from the cosmetic industry. What's so interesting to me about that is that same number in the United States is only 8. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference, especially when you consider that the average American woman puts over 500 chemicals on her body every single day. Since 60% of what we put on our skin is absorbed into our bloodstream, that number should scare you. There's just not a whole lot of regulation federally on what goes into our beauty products, and in a $60 billion industry, that's a big deal. So what we can do as consumers is kind of take matters into our own hands and learn how we can make things on our own to really up level and get rid of some of those chemicals and toxins that might be lurking around in your home that you're not even aware of. To make the super easy DIY facial toner, you're going to need a glass bottle. I recommend glass or stainless steel just because we're going to be using some high quality essential oils that can actually degrade the synthetics in plastics and aluminum. So if you're traveling a lot like me, glass might be a little dicey and you might want to stick with some stainless steel. You're also going to need witch hazel and apple cider vinegar. Told you, you already have these ingredients laying around your house anyway, right? Then we're going to use essential oils of choice. This part is a total choose your own adventure, which I absolutely love because you can completely customize this to your skin type, your sense of smell, and any essential oils that you might already have so that you can just find one more way to use them. I also recommend having a funnel. Trust me, this makes the whole situation a lot less messy, quite literally. And then we'll also be using some measuring cups and spoons today, just for those of you out there who like to have exact measurements. Personally, I tend to eyeball this recipe when I make it, but I know that there's a lot of you out there who like to have an actual recipe, so I'll be sure to post that too, and we'll be a little bit more organized for the purposes of our video here today. So all you're gonna do is start by adding witch hazel to your bottle. We're gonna be using a half a cup of witch hazel, and again, you can change this ratio based on the amount of liquid that your particular container can hold. So I'm gonna do a half a cup of witch hazel and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. The reason why we're going to use apple cider vinegar and witch hazel for our toner is because they are both naturally balancing to the pH of our skin, and they both act as astringents, which can be really great to help remove excess oil and dirt, and also really great for anyone who might have acne prone or problem skin. All right, now that I've got my witch hazel and my apple cider vinegar safely here in my bottle, I'm going to add whichever essential oils of choice that I want to use. Again, I do all my education here with doTERRA essential oils because they're the only essential oils out there that I trust to use topically on my skin. So I grabbed frankincense, geranium, and sandalwood today. The reason I chose these 3 oils is because they're all really supportive for skin. Frankincense is really great for balancing skin tone, reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's just kind of your all-around magic oil. Geranium is really great at helping to regulate hormones and is also really healing and soothing to the skin. And sandalwood also has a lot of those similar properties in terms of reducing inflammation and redness, improving glow, just to kind of give you that overall healthy skin sort of look. I'm going to do 2 to 3 drops of essential oil here in my bottle for my facial toner. And again, total choose your own adventure on this. So if you wanted to add maybe some lavender instead, or melaleuca, whatever essential oils you have on hand that you'd like to use for skin, feel free to do so. But I also really just love the way that these 3 smell together. You have a really nice balance of the resin and earthy tones of sandalwood and frankincense, and then the more floral feminine notes of the geranium together create this really amazing aroma. All right, we're gonna just put our lid on, give it a couple shakes. There you have it. Super easy, right? I told you. The way you're gonna use this facial toner, if you have a bottle with a misting top, is just mist it on your face after and before cleansing, or you can actually use a cotton round and do the same thing. You could also have a reusable cotton round. I know that those are pretty popular. You can find them online as well. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you will tag me in all of your photos and videos when you go out and make your very own DIY facial toner recipe. Thanks so much for watching. Happy travels.